Hello, Verbling.com members. Who's ready to work on their English? I'm ready. I'm here to help you improve your English. My name is Geoff Watson. Originally, I come from Vancouver, Canada, but right now I'm talking to you from Santiago, Chile, in South America. And so, welcome to another English class brought to you by Verbling.com. Because Verbling.com is where you can connect and improve your English with an English teacher instantly.
Sound like advertisement. Very good advertisement.
Absolutely. Well, we're here. And so let's connect and let's get going on our English. Good morning from South America. Today we are going to be reading about an international organization that is widely known around the world. It's called Greenpeace. And so what I would like to do is to ask everyone right now to please go to the Verbling.com website, go to the live classes page, and find the information about this class. And this is the GW47 document. So this is the document that we are going to be reading and talking about this hour. So again, please find this document, file GW47, at the Verbling.com website. All right, so welcome everybody. What I would like to do is to give each person an opportunity to say hello and to introduce themselves. And now, Greenpeace is all about protecting the environment, protecting environmental issues. And so if each person please could share one of the environmental issues that is most important in your country, that most of the people in your country are thinking about or concerned about, and maybe one of the environmental issues that you personally are concerned about. Okay, and so I would like to say hello to Elaine. Are you there? Elaine?
Yes.
Welcome. So your connection seems to be good.
Yes. So
please introduce yourself. Where are you calling from, and what do you do? So it seems as though your connection is very poor this morning. See if you can try and improve that. Igor, are you there?
Yes, hi. How are you?
Excellent. Fine, thank you.
I'm Igor. I'm from Republic of Moldova. And a problem with environment, I think that is deforestation. When people cut trees, and it's a big problem.
Yes, logging.
Sorry?
Sorry, I'll put the verb or the name of the activity in the chat box. It's called logging, the logging or forestry industry. Sorry, yeah. So logging means to cut down the trees.
Yes, and another problem is pollution of air with gases from cars, from factories that work and produce something. Pollution water pollution with plastic materials like bottles, and pollution.
Well, no, but first of all, the air pollution, meaning there's bad air quality, it's difficult to breathe? Or are you talking about carbon dioxide and climate change?
Yes, carbon dioxide, but I talk in general, not in my country. Here is much small with influences. We do not have so much pollution or so big deforestation. Here maybe is pollution with plastic, with garbage. We have this in nature, but this I told in general about. I said in general problems.
Yeah, no, excellent, good. And another word is just the idea of litter. And so this is the kind of garbage that's in the streets, that's on people's property, and it looks ugly. I'm not sure that litter is necessarily a serious environmental problem, but many cities are dirty with litter that has been left all over the place.
Yes, here we have this moment.
Yeah, great, thank you. And Inga, hello.
Hi. I'm Inga, I'm from Armenia, and I want to mention about the factories, which is situated not far from the cities, and they act bad to the nature and to people.
Sorry. Kareem, we can ask you to keep your microphone muted for us, please. That took a while to mute. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Inga. You're saying that the factories are located close to the city?
Yes, and it's very bad for the people's health and for nature also. And
how is it air pollution or contamination of the soil? Is it water pollution?
No, air.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And some toxic substances, yes, which has gases and too bad. Yeah. So that kind of problems.
All right, yeah, that's worrisome. Okay, no, but thank you for sharing that with us. So I put our factories are located near the cities. That's a problem. Yes. Ismail, hello, how are you?
Fine, Geoff, thank you. It is nice to see you again. Hello, everybody. I am Ismail from Turkey, Ankara. Before the class, I searched on the internet about Greenpeace Turkey, Geoff, and I read some news. What is going on Turkey? There is a Mediterranean seal species in the south coast of Turkey. They are going to extinct because of the construction of summer house in the seaside.
Okay.
Especially in the north of Turkey, and
what kind of animal is it? A fish?
It's a seal species, but it's they are living in the Mediterranean, and it's called as a Mediterranean seal.
Okay.
It's a different from the normal seal.
Mm-hmm.
And there are too many summer house construction in the seaside, and they are going to eat the fish from the net of the fisher, and some fisher are going to kill them,
Right.
and they couldn't find a virgin shore to live.
Natural
And
natural shoreline.
Yes, they are
Yeah.
going to extinct.
Okay. No, that they're going to what do we say? They're going to become extinct. They're going to become
Yes.
extinct. Okay, well, good luck with solving that issue and the conflict between people and animals. I'd like to say hello to Janio or Janio. How do you pronounce your name? Janio? Now, we can't hear you, so you need to turn on your microphone. Look on the Google Hangout screen, and you should see a picture of a microphone.
Hello?
Yes.
So
Welcome.
I was saying that in Brazil we can pronounce Jânio.
Janio. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm here to learn about the environment a little. And in Brazil there's many industries that can pollution the air.
Mm. Okay. And do you live near these industrial areas?
No much more, but near near my house there's a lot of.
A lot of them. Oh, okay. Right. And of course, Brazil is famous internationally for the Amazon forest, which is maybe the most famous natural area in the world.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Oh, thank you. Welcome. And Marek, hello.
Hello. Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you perfectly. Go ahead. Marek, hello. We hear you. Okay, now we don't know. Sorry. So we cannot hear you, Marek. So I'm going to go ahead to Marie. Marie, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Mary from France. And water pollution is a serious problem in France. Yeah.
France. Mm-hmm. Water pollution?
Yes, because the agriculture is using many, I don't know, chemical.
Chemicals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's polluting water.
And so is that near where you live?
No, it's not near where I live. But sometimes they talk about it.
Okay. No. And so this is the freshwater rivers, etc., or are you talking about the ocean?
The ocean. Yeah, the ocean.
Okay. All right. No, thank you. Thank you, Marie. Welcome. And Stas, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Hello. Please introduce yourself.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Yes, yes. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay,
And
okay.
what do you do? What's your job?
My name is Tess. I'm from Kazakhstan. I am a student. I study in college. I not have a job.
Okay. You're not working. You're a student. Okay. And what do you think of the environmental issues in your country?
In my country, have big problems and with environment and pollution river and pollution air from factory and cars, and
No, but thank you very much. Yeah, great.
thank you.
Okay, good. And so that was perfect. And I'm just going to try and say hello to Elaine. Are you there?
Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry.
No problem. Welcome.
Cool,
Please
thank you.
introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Alan from Paris as well. I heard that Marie is from France as well, so good. So I think that something that people care about is organic food.
Okay.
So yeah, it's quite interesting because there is a lot of big restaurant and big grocery stores who start selling organic food, and it's starting to be everywhere. So yeah.
Okay, and do you buy organic food?
I'd like to, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, okay. I feel the same way. And these are locally grown products as well?
I think it depends, but France is a production country, so
yeah.
I think that most of the
country?
food producing country. So I think that most of the food that we can find, even in organic food, is something that you can buy from France. So
yeah. Okay. No, that solves a lot of problems if you're buying local. If you're buying local organic produce, which in English produce is both fruits and vegetables, you solve so many problems. All the problems with the pesticides or the artificial fertilizers, and you also solve the problem of having to burn huge amounts of energy to transport food. That's,
yeah,
that's
and it makes it much more expensive as well.
Yeah, right. Excellent. And Hamid, you're here.
Yes, I am here. How are you, Geoff?
Everything's good.
Okay, I am Hamid from Turkey, and also I am a chemist. So this topic is very much related to me.
So what are some of these toxins or chemicals that we should be worried about?
For example, greenhouse effects, greenhouse gases, and acid rain sources of gases, and these are sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, and carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, etc.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, I want to mention my master topic is about the energy storage.
It's about what? Sorry? Your
energy
master's
storage.
thesis?
Energy storage.
Oh, great. Okay. With batteries?
Yes, looks like batteries. Supercapacitor. Did you hear it?
I've heard of them, yes. And this is a huge problem that we need to solve.
Yes, and also I wrote first thesis in my country about the supercapacitor.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So glad to have you here. I'm just going to put the name of the file again. File GW47. Some information that I have taken from the internet. I've taken it from the Greenpeace website. Now, the Greenpeace organization, some of the people involved in creating the organization are from Canada, and specifically from the Vancouver area. I am Canadian, and so this is a picture of a beautiful place in my home. So if any of you ever travel to British Columbia, Canada, the Pacific coast of Canada, make sure to visit some of these amazing coastal forests that we have. The problem is that many of these areas have been logged. They have been completely destroyed biologically in comparison to what they were before. These forests people say are 10,000 years old, that have grown from, that started growing after the last ice age. And so unfortunately, beautiful places like this, very small amounts of them still remain. And Greenpeace was involved in trying to protect this area, which is called Clayoquot Sound. Clayoquot is an indigenous name, a native name. Here's a picture of some of the amazing trees. We say old growth trees. And here is really a spectacular picture of one of the huge trees that is still alive in this valley, this sound. And so this was a big issue for Greenpeace. And Elaine, could you please read this information for us? And just we need everyone to please keep their microphones muted. The situation with the Google Hangout technology is you don't hear your own voice. You don't hear the noise that you're creating. And so unfortunately we've lost Elaine. So Hamid, could you read this for us, please?
Okay, of course. Clayoquot Sound, beautiful, rare, and still at risk. August 11, 2008. Can I go on?
Absolutely.
The magnificent, rare Clayoquot Sound is one of the most famous forests in the world. More than a decade ago, the fight to save Clayoquot Sound inspired global interest in the area, making it known the world over. Clayoquot is again under threat.
Okay, great. And I'm just going to, show that picture again. So the forest industry wants to come in and cut this forest down and sell the wood. It's amazing to me that people could consider destroying this forest to make money and to sell wood. So let's move on to Igor. Could you read this for us, please?
Yes. Clayoquot Sound, about 0.4% of British Columbia's total land base, is home to more than half the provinces. How to pronounce provinces?
Yeah, provinces.
Provinces, terrestrial vertebrate species. How to pronounce this word? Species, along with 45 animal species that are known to be endangered, threatened, or vulnerable.
Okay.
Vulnerable. How to pronounce? Vulnerable.
Excellent. All right, and so this is the situation with these original forests. They are full of an amazing variety of wildlife and animal species that are very rare, because these kinds of environments, at least 75%, this Clayoquot Sound is on an island, a big island, and over 75% of the original forests have all been cut down. So there's only 25% left, and many of those forests are small little pieces. So here is a Greenpeace, and they're celebrating 40 years of their organization. And so what I'd like to do is to ask the next person, and that's Inga. Could you read this, please?
Yes. About Greenpeace. Greenpeace exists because this fragile Earth deserves a voice. It needs solutions. It needs change. It needs action. Greenpeace is an independent global campaigning organization that acts to change attitudes and behavior, to protect and conserve the environment, and to promote peace by.
Okay, the environment. Okay, great, thank you. And I'm going to, I'm going to move on to Ismail. Could you read this next section for us? And obviously this is text directly from the Greenpeace website. These are the main issues that they are focusing on.
Yes, Geoff. Catalyzing an energy revolution to address the number one threat facing our planet, climate change. Defending our oceans by challenging wasteful and destructive fishing and creating a global network of marine reserves. Protecting the world's ancient forests and the animals, plants, and people that depend on them. Working for disarmament and peace by tackling the causes of conflict and calling for the elimination of all nuclear weapons.
Okay, great. Thank you. So some 4 huge issues. And now Janil, sorry. Could you read these issues, please? You need to turn on your microphone, Janil.
Okay.
There you are.
Creating a toxic-free future with safer alternatives to hazardous chemicals in today's production and manufacturing. Campaign for sustainable agriculture by rejecting genetically engineered organisms, protecting biodiversity, and encouraging socially responsible farming. Greenpeace is present in 40 countries across Europe, the Americas, Asia, Africa, and the Pacific.
Okay, great. And just let me help you with pronunciation. So we have hazardous and organisms, living creatures, organisms.
Organisms.
Okay. All right. So a couple of issues that we haven't spoken about yet. Right. And and so I'd like to go to Marek. Are you there?
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Great. And so
we exist.
Yeah.
Yes?
Sorry. I'm going to go to maintain its independence. Do you see that?
Wait a second, please.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. Okay. To maintain its independence, Greenpeace does not accept donation from governments or corporations, but relies on contributions from individual supporters and foundation grants. Greenpeace has been campaigning against environmental degradation since 1971, when a small boat of volunteers and journalists sailed into Amchitka,
yes,
an area north of Alaska where the US government was conducting underground nuclear tests.
Okay, great. And just let me see, environmental and degradation. And there was one more word, sorry. Sorry, let's keep going. Great job. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And let's move on to this information here. And so, Marie, could you read this for us, please?
Yes. We exist to expose environmental criminals and to challenge government and corporations when they fail to live up to their mandate to safeguard our environment and our future. In pursuing our mission, we have no permanent allies or enemies. We promote open, informed debate about society's environmental choices. We use research, lobbying, and lobbying and quiet diplomacy to pursue our goals, as well as high-profile, non-violent conflict to raise the level and quality of public debate.
Great. Okay. So then we have the this is a phrasal verb, to live up to your their responsibilities. That means to fulfill or to do, to complete, to be successful. So when you have responsibilities or, let me see, sorry, when you have responsibilities or obligations, you need to live up to those. You need to do what you are supposed to do. You need, yeah, that's the idea. And just to pursue or pursuing. And allies, allies or enemies. Okay, and then this idea, could somebody please put this concept in their own words, please? What is high-profile, non-violent conflict? Anyone have an idea? Greenpeace is famous for this. Okay, so...
We don't know.
Oh, yeah, sorry? Hamid?
For example, sometimes Greenpeace members make protest for something.
Yes.
And this protest, no violent, only they unfavor for some governments. Looks like this.
Yeah, no, great. So these are protests that are non-violent but cause conflict. They create conflict. All right, and they are high profile. So they try to do things that are going to have a lot of media coverage and a lot of attention. Okay, and we'll be looking at some pictures there. And so, sorry, where are we? We had Marie, and so Stas, could you read this for us, please?
Yes, and we believe that the struggle to preserve the future of our planet is not about us, it's about you. Greenpeace speaks for 2.8 million supporters worldwide, and encourages many millions more to take action every day. When the last tree is stuck, the last river poisoned, and the last fish dead, we will discover that we can't eat money.
Okay, this is one of their slogans. And just supporters. According to the website, they have 2.8 million supporters, and dead when the last fish is dead. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, great. And so this is some of their introductory information. And now what we're going to do is take a look at some photographs that they had showing 40 years of their inspiring action. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask Elaine, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So here is a picture of, this is from 1971, a photograph of two of their original members. And could you read the piece under it, please?
Yeah. Give me a second. Okay. So... September 1971, Greenpeace co-founders Bob Hunter on left at the helm of the Phyllis Cormack, also called Greenpeace, together with Ben Metcalfe en route to Amshikta. The very first Greenpeace voyage departed Vancouver on the 15th September 1971 with the aim of halting nuclear tests on Amchita Island by sailing into the restricted area.
Okay, so there was going to be underground nuclear testing in this area, carried out by the United States. The aim of the voyage, they wanted to halt the nuclear tests, and so people understand.
What means aim? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the aim was the goal or the objective. The purpose, the aim, yeah. And they wanted to halt, they wanted to stop the nuclear tests by sailing into the restricted area. All right. And so is there anyone who would like to make a quick comment about nuclear weapons or nuclear testing? And I'm going to ask for a comment after each photograph. And so what about the issue? And I need everyone, please, to keep their microphones muted if you're not speaking. Everyone, please, you need to keep your microphones muted. You do not realize the sound that you're making. So anyone, a comment about nuclear weapons testing?
Teacher?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so Hamid? Oh, Hamid?
For example, we lived and we saw Fukushima disaster in
Right.
Japan. And also nuclear weapons releases some toxic, some radiation materials to environment, and these materials very harmful for people.
Right. Okay, so we'll be talking about nuclear energy. Ismail, you had a comment about nuclear weapons?
Yes, Geoff. The nuclear weapon is very destructive weapons. We can see the effects of this weapon today in Japan. It was used in the First World War in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and when we came to the underground nuclear weapon test, they are going to trigger some earthquake in the world, and
Right.
it must be cautious against these issues, I think.
Right. Okay. No, thank you. And I'd like to move on because I've got quite a few photographs here. Just quickly, Phyllis Cormack, also called Greenpeace, was the name of the boat. So that's all that meant. So I'm going to move on. So thank you, Alan. And then Hamid, could you read this next
Okay.
selection? So here is the photograph of some Greenpeace protesters doing the nonviolent conflict method of a boat. And could you read the information?
Okay. June 1982. Greenpeace takes action against ships intending to dump British, Belgian, and Swiss nuclear waste into the Atlantic. The Dutch ship Regenborg is attempting to dump 7,000 tons of waste when Greenpeace arrives on the scene. The ship's crew responds by dropping waste barrels onto the protesting Greenpeace inflatables. In early 1983, the British and Dutch announced a 10-year moratorium on the dumping of waste, and in 1993, they permanently banned the disposal of industrial and radioactive waste at sea.
Okay, great. Just the pronunciation of inflatables. These are inflatable boats. And so we shorten that to inflatables. And they're accusing the crew of dumping the barrels on top of the boats. And moratorium is an agreement, an official agreement to stop something. All right, and so does anyone, and I'm looking for all of the different participants, not just the same people. So is there another participant who has a reaction to dumping industrial and nuclear waste at sea? Anyone? And again, it's just your chance to practice your English. You don't need to say anything important, just to express your opinion. Anyone?
I think that
Yes?
after many years we will see a result of these actions. That dumping of wastes, nuclear wastes, and ocean, and we will see some bad results. I think it's my thought.
And I wonder how many countries are still dumping, or how many countries or corporations are still dumping waste into the ocean. Anyone else with a comment? This is your chance. Yes?
For example, there is a Kyoto Protocol. Did you ever hear it?
Yes, I've heard of it. Yes, the Kyoto Protocol.
And it is related to protect the environment, and we can spread these like things, Kyoto Protocol, and every country follows and put the rules for their country.
Yes, right. Now, I don't know if the Kyoto Protocol had anything to do with dumping waste into the ocean, though. But, yeah. So, anyone else? Janillo, Marie, Stas, Marek, anyone?
Yes.
Yes? Stas, do you have a reaction? A comment?
No.
Well, okay, all right. So I'm going to move on then, because we've got more issues and more photos to take a look at. Okay, and if people don't understand what the issue is, please let me know, and we'll take some extra time to explain the issue. And so here's a photograph of a Greenpeace base that was set up in the Antarctica. And so where are we? I think, Igor, is it your turn to read?
Yes.
Okay, and just let me move this down for you here.
Greenpeace how to read this word, second word?
Good. Establishes.
Greenpeace establishes a base in Antarctica to protest against various international projects, including mineral exploration in the area. In the area or area?
Area.
Area. The campaign ends in victory when the members of the Antarctic Treaty agree to a 15-year ban on all mineral exploration. Mission accomplished. Greenpeace dismantle their base.
Okay, great, excellent. All right, and so I'm sorry I lost the year on that, but it was before this happened, before 1998. All right, and so this is an issue of what is going to be the future of Antarctica. Does anyone have a comment about Antarctica? The Antarctic continent. And I'm looking. Yeah, well, okay, but I'm just going to give some other students a few seconds more. This is your chance. This is your chance,
I
students.
will wait. Okay, I will wait.
I'll come back to you. Stas, did you have a comment? You have your microphone on.
No.
No? What do people think should happen to the Antarctic continent? Oh, okay. Hamid?
Okay, some scientific people, scientists, researchers, and the ice pieces, the ice atoms are melting, so the sea level arises for Earth, and also it influence the temperature of world common temperature.
Okay, so this is the climate change is affecting the South Pole and the North Pole more than any other region in the world. And melting ice, melting
also,
glaciers, yeah. Go
also
ahead.
some kind of animal, for example, penguins, or looks like this loves the number of this animal.
Yes.
And it is threatened for people.
Okay. So, sorry, I didn't understand that. Now, Ismail is saying we consumed all the mineral resources, and now we're trying to find new places like the Virgin Antarctic. Yeah, but go ahead, Ismail. Please go ahead. Or this is a different Ismail. Yeah, it's a different Ismail. So.
And a question: and what year happened with when Greenpeace established a base in Antarctica?
Yeah, sorry, I must have deleted that part of the text, but it would have been sometime. These photographs, I believe, are in order, so it would have been before 1998, because this Atlantic Treaty was signed some time ago to ban for at least 50 years any kind of mineral exploration on the Antarctic continent.
I think it's a good thing that they do this. 50 years, Antarctica will be clear place.
Well, okay, yeah. You mean with no ice?
I mean, will not be polluted by people.
Sorry. Yeah, okay, it will be clean.
Yes, clean.
Yeah. Okay. No, great. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, but thank you, Ismail. Yeah, humans are the most dangerous animals on Earth. All right, great. So, great job. Let's move on. I'm really hoping to encourage people to participate. I'll help you. I'll help you with your comment. That's why I'm here. And so I'm going to go to the next person, who is great. Inga, could you read this for us, please?
April 1998, a Greenpeace campaigner witnesses a forest fire in the Amazon. These fires destroy vast areas of rainforest every year. Often they are set deliberately to open up new land for farming.
Yeah, deliberately. Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Yeah, great. And so, okay, how about the Amazon forest? Other rainforests or other tropical rainforests that are being burned down to provide more area for agriculture and the beef industry. Any comments?
I think they shouldn't burn this forest. If they need territory for agriculture, they should cut and do something if they want this. But ideally, they shouldn't cut.
Right. No. So what I've heard is, much of these forests are being logged. So the trees are being harvested, but I've heard that burning the forest that's there provides nutrients for the soil and allows the farmers to grow a crop. But the soil is very poor quality, apparently.
But air is polluted when you burn trees. This amount.
And
people have brief problems after that.
Right. Yeah, great. And Janil, we're talking about the Brazilian Amazon, I think, maybe?
Yeah.
What is your comment? What do the people in Brazil think of the development of the Amazon forest?
Man, it's horrible because in Brazil there is not any support that can help us because we don't have many support to protect the animals, okay? And the fire keeping on destroying the animals, other kind of them. And it's difficult to tell the people about it because we really know how what it is. If you were here, you know how what it is.
How bad it is?
Yeah.
Or yeah, the true situation. Okay, right. Well, I know that we can see the damage being done to forests and the environment all around the world by satellite photographs. It's very easy to see the fires. It's very easy to see the forest that's disappearing. But then, you know, Brazilians have the right to develop their country as well. So, okay, I'm going to move on because we've got some more pictures. And just if I can ask everyone to keep their microphones muted, please. Right, now here is a whaling ship that is hunting whales. This is a harpoon gun. And these are the Greenpeace protesters, activists. And so if I can go to Ismail, could you read this for us, please?
Yes, Geoff. January 2006, Greenpeace campaign to save the whales began in 1973. It continues today. Here, activists use inflatable boats to place their own bodies between the whales and the harpoon to hinder the whaling ships.
Okay, so what do people think about saving the whales and stopping international whaling? And do people know what whales are?
Yes,
I
mammals,
know.
big
Okay.
mammals.
Yeah, in the ocean, right? So a comment, Marek, do you have a comment?
Unfortunately, it is still done. Look at Japan.
Right.
I've heard that Japanese love to eat walls, and meat of walls is still very expensive, and this meat is on their, can I say it, list of his food, something like that.
Okay. It's part of their culture. It's part of their
Yes, it is part of the
cuisine.
culture. So I don't believe that they will never.
that they will ever.
I don't believe that they will ever will ever stop hunting wolves.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, and so anyone else with a comment?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I read an article, or I saw in the news about that countries, how to say, agreement.
Yes, an agreement.
Signed an agreement about whales to not hunt with whales, but only Japan still hunting with whales, and exists a quota on how much whales can countries hunt in a year.
How many whales? Right.
How many years whales? Yes.
It's not only Japan though. There are other countries that are hunting whales, or we say whaling.
Yes,
the
but
verb to whale.
only Japan. This quota is how to say quota.
Yes.
Do not respect this quota.
Okay. So they're not respecting the limit.
Yes, this limit. They how to say in one word.
No, they are not respecting the quota, or they have not agreed to the limit. They did not sign the agreement.
Yeah, they signed, but they do not respect this quota.
That's what we would say. Great. And so I'm going to go to it's Janillo, right?
Okay.
Good. So here are the protesters, and could you read this for us, please?
Yeah. May 2007, Greenpeace climbers occupying a 100-meter high crane at the construction site of Olkiluoto 3, Finland's fifth nuclear reactor.
Finland's, and yes, to climb. Actually, what I'm going to do is the B here is completely silent. We do not pronounce the B. Climb Climbers.
Climbers.
All right. And so a reaction to what about the nuclear energy issue?
I heard that is the safest in the world with nuclear energy. Is the safest.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
On TV I heard this. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's the safest.
Yeah. Great. And again, I'm open to any and all comments, and my job is to help you with the English. So I'm not going to tell you you're right or wrong. And so, Marie, do you have a comment? And then Janio, sorry, but you need to keep your microphone muted for us, please. Could you please mute your microphone?
And it's the safest and the cheapest energy.
Well, and people say it's clean, but all right, yeah.
Yes,
great.
and it's clean energy.
Yeah.
But we, on the other hand, we can see what happened in Japan when there were earthquakes.
Yeah, and the tsunami. Marie, do you have a comment?
I agree with with
Go ahead,
I agree with Jania. So it is very clean energy, but I would say that this electricity is very dangerous because there are many radioactive materials. Can I say that?
Yeah, radioactive materials.
Radioactive materials, and these materials are very dangerous for our environment.
Yeah, and we just talk about the waste that is produced, nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste. I don't understand the meaning of these words.
Yeah, this is the material that's left over after the production of the electricity.
Now I understand. We have here in Europe we had a problem because some country, I think there was Germany and France. So one of these country didn't want to have this waste.
Nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste, and they wanted to export this waste to another country. And some people stop this transport on the border and protest.
Right.
Geoff,
Yes, Ismail.
may I say something about nuclear energy?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Yes, our government has decided to build 2 nuclear centrals in Turkey, one of them in north of Turkey, and one of them are planning to build in south coast of Turkey, and our government are speaking with France, South Korea, and Japan, but I am against the nuclear energy because we have more green energy potential in Turkey. There are we have wind potential, and we have river. We can produce electricity from
hydroelectric power.
But with this alternative electricity powers, you cannot country to be 100% a cigarette with energy.
Yeah. Sufficient.
It's not sufficient. It's only a small percent, and because you can't build this nuclear.
Igor, you have right, but I think we don't know. In an emergency situation, we haven't enough technology to protect our environment and our people from the radioactive effects.
And sorry everyone. Ismail, thank you so much. No, it's just that I need to end the class now because I'm teaching again right away. So thank you so much for your participation. And I hope you enjoy reading the rest of the document. There are some other issues and some interesting photos there. So I may come back to this and do another class about Greenpeace and the environmental issues around the world. So thank you to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on your English. You're expressing your ideas very well. So I'll see you soon.
We
It was
try
very
to
interesting
participate.
class.
We try to
Thank you
participate.
for this interesting lesson.
Thank you.